I am so happy to be off work. 3 days in a row, 12-hour shifts. I know. Don't worry, guys. I did talk to the manager. I sent her an email yesterday stating, Miss, I can no longer do these 3 12s in a row. My blood pressure is elevated. I'm stressed the F out. I need out from that kind of scheduling. She didn't respond, but she was on site today. And I guess she must have saw the look that I gave her. She was like, oh, hi, Kendra. I got your email yesterday. And so I won't be scheduling you 3 days in a row anymore. Please don't. I feel like that's an option that needs to be agreed upon. But when you schedule someone for 3 days in a row, you're not considering what this person has going on in their lives. But then again, I should know better, because do companies really care? I mean, hospitals are a business. Do they really care what other people have going on in their lives?
Good morning, it's Thursday. I am fully dressed, hair on. I did a little bit of makeup because I was headed to New York to go with my mother to her new PCP appointment, but we canceled. Well, she didn't cancel her appointment. We canceled me coming because it's raining. And my mom is like, I don't want you driving in the rain. I don't want you driving all the way up here in the rain. She was like, no, absolutely not. So she's gonna go to her appointment, and I wanted to be there only because my mom is not always vocal. She kind of goes with whatever is the flow. And I need to be there just to say, hey, I would like this, that. She needs this, and that. So I'm going to call the office and see if I have the option of like being on some kind of monitor where I can be a part of the appointment. If not, I'll just ask to speak to the doctor, I guess at some point during the week, maybe later on, early next week, to see what her recommendations were. And I can also explain what I would like done for my mom. Being that I'm home today, I do have the Christmas tree to come down. Like, the Christmas tree needs to come down. The Christmas tree gotta come down. It's been up and it's been staring at me. I've been staring back at it. I'm gonna go to Target because I need a new bin to put the decorations in. Let me tell y'all how I be finessing Target. I don't take a shopping cart. I always hear people talk about they go to Target for one thing and they end up leaving with multiple things, because you know Target is designed to get you to shop. The way they do their end caps and everything like that. The best way, have a list of all the things that you need and don't bring a shopping cart. I buy what my hands can carry. That's it. I'm not gonna lie though, every time I come to Target, I'm always passing through the makeup section just to look. I'm not buying anything because I don't need anything, but you guys know I love products, so I'm just checking out to see what brands they're carrying and just what's new. Let me go ahead and get out of here before I end up buying something I did not come for. All I got, guys, is this. See, no shopping cart. My container or whatever it is, I paid $8.48 with taxes included. Gonna go pack away my Christmas stuff. And then I also have some things I need to drop off at the Goodwill because look at that. That's the bag right there. That needs to go to the Goodwill. And I think I have another bag in the home that also needs to go. I am clearing out so much stuff because I don't like stuff. I don't like having a bunch of things. My whole aim is to have my environment very minimal. I'm back home, y'all, and I want to have a little chit chat with you guys about Amazon and the fact that people get excited to receive packages that they've ordered. I didn't know that was a thing. I was at work one day and a whole conversation came up about unboxings and when you receive the packages from Amazon and you get to open all the packages individually. And I was like, are you guys serious? They were like, yeah, you don't order from Amazon? I said, not really. Only if I need something that I can't find in the stores, I order it. My sister has a Prime membership and that's how I have access to Amazon Prime. Outside of that, I don't like, I'm not a fan of like ordering and receiving packages from Amazon. This right here is a new tripod that I ordered for my phone because the one that I have only goes up to about 5 feet. And I think this one is 72 inches. So this is like 6 feet, 2 inches, making it a lot taller because I'm taller. So I needed a taller tripod. Hey y'all, I'm here at Orange Theory to do my high intensity interval training, whatever workout it's called, HIIT. That's what Orange Theory is known for. I haven't been here in about 2 months, so pray for me because it's going to be something else.
When I tell you that I thought I was going to die in Orange Theory, I tapped out. Orange Theory is no joke. If you're looking for a really good workout that includes cardio and HIIT training and some light weights, Orange Theory is it. My membership, I forget how much it is. I need to double check the prices because I might be stopping that membership. But I can take 2 classes a week. The classes last for approximately, is it 1 hour? I think it's 1 hour. And you go between the treadmill, the rower, and floor exercises. And you get a full complete. I came home, and at first I was not planning on doing anything with my hair, but it was a little bit itchy and it felt dry, so I took the cornrows out. You all know that I wear wigs, right? And I have my natural hair cornrowed underneath, which, by the way, I can cornrow by myself. I'll show you all. I took the cornrows out, and I'm gonna wash it this evening and deep condition it and just braid it back, because natural hair is very hard to maintain. Happy Friday, everyone. It is approximately, oh God, 12:40. So I'm running behind. I need to go run some errands. I woke up and I spent the morning just doing some laundry, doing some house chores, and of course, getting my hair together because you guys saw that I washed it last evening. But I wanted to do nurse talk before I hit the road, and I want to talk about time management. I received a comment a couple days ago. I believe it was a new nurse. I should have had the comment handy, but she was asking about her time management, saying that her time management is off. And, you know, she was just looking for tips and ways to improve her time management. And when I read that question, I was like, last year sometime on TikTok, I remember creating like 3 different posts, part 1, 2, and 3, about my thoughts on time management. So if you're asking me, I'm here to tell you that I think, and this is me personally, that time management is a scam. Time management for me is a way that educators, nurse managers, preceptors, other nurses, it's a way, it's an excuse, not an excuse, it's a thing, or it's a term that they use to gaslight nurses that are new to the profession. Because what exactly is time management in nursing? We have to remember that healthcare, nursing itself is ever changing. No 2 days are alike. I can have the same patients 2 days in a row and have completely different days with them because things are always changing. How can you use time management to judge whether or not I'm progressing as a nurse? Now, if you want to say prioritization, that I'm poor at prioritization, yes, that is a real thing, because knowing which tasks to tackle first, be it assessment, given meds, or which patient do you see first, or which patient can you leave for last, yes, that is a real thing. But when we talk about time, first of all, no one controls time. And especially with patients who are sick with multiple different comorbidities, a patient can be ready for discharge this second, and then 5 minutes later, they're having a cardiac arrest. And that will completely throw a nurse off of her schedule. I can go in as a nurse, receive my 2 patients, or in some cases receive 3 patients, and have my entire day planned out in my head, or I write out everything on a piece of paper, all of my tasks that needs to get done. However, that doesn't mean it's going to go the way that I have written out or I have planned out. Why? Because things happen. Things are continuously happening within the clinical setting. Nothing is the same. So when a nurse starts off in the profession and she's being evaluated by her educator or by her preceptor, time management is one of the things that she is scored upon. And I'm just like, why is that even a thing? Like, we need to get rid of time management. First of all, patients are sicker now. Like I always say, they're sicker now than they were 20 years ago, right? Stuff is always happening. Within a 12-hour shift, the amount of things that can happen
Where am I as a nurse, especially a new nurse, getting the time to address all of these issues? How about the constant interruptions, the constant phone calls, the vocera, the work phone continuously going off, patients having multiple requests, families having unrealistic requests, and now that healthcare is somewhat of a customer service business where if I don't provide good service, family members can complain or they can give the hospital bad scores based on the fact that they were not treated as though they were in a hotel. All of this affects time. So how y'all blaming the nurses saying that they don't know how to time manage when things keep happening? Stuff keeps happening. Not only do nurses have to take care of their own patients that they're assigned, but we are also responsible for our partners' patients or other patients on the unit. I might have a nurse, for example, working as my buddy, or she's not even my buddy, but she's working alongside me. Like she has the other assignment right next to me. And suddenly one of her patients has a change in mental status. She has to rush off to CAT scan. The person that she was covering is on lunch. That's her buddy is on lunch. So now she comes to me. So guess what? I'm watching her buddy's patient and I'm also watching the patients that she have left on the floor. That alone will throw me off of my time management. Why? Because I had to assume the responsibility because she had to leave the floor. So how is it that nurses are being told, oh, your time management is off. Your time management is no good. That's one of the reasons why I said, for me, time management is nothing but gaslighted. Prioritization is everything. Being efficient is everything. So if you're a new nurse, new to the profession, just started working, focus on proficiency and focus on being efficient and focus on prioritization. Know which tasks are important to get done first. And if it happens that you and your preceptor might have to stay over a little bit later to finish documentation, so on and so forth. That's just it. That's just the way things are these days. Even experienced nurses are staying late to finish up documentation or finishing up tasks. Why? Because there's simply not enough time, simply because we have more responsibilities as nurses. They keep adding more and more and more documentation, different things that we have to do within the clinical setting, that getting it all done within that 12-hour shift is just simply not enough time. Don't let them gaslight you. Leave me your thoughts in the comment on what you all think about time management. Specifically, if you're a nurse, tell me, what do you think about that? Thing I'd like to add to this whole time management topic is that short staffing. So not only are nurses short staffed, other departments are also experiencing short staffing, like transport, nutrition, dietary services, meaning that a lot of times the trays are late. So you can't give insulin until the patient has a tray present in front of them, right? So now here we go. One other thing that's off schedule, but y'all are somehow blaming everyone else or trying to gaslight nurses that, oh, you need to work on your time management. No, the entire system is broken. All right, guys, let's see where I'm going.
The table, or would you like to sit somewhere?
Oh no, table please. Okay, thank you. So guys, I'm having lunch at a local restaurant here in Baltimore. It's called Limoncello. I've been here before and I really like their food. It's had mixed reviews, but for me it was good. Y'all, it's Saturday. I'm at one of Hopkins' location because I'm here to get my pre-surgical COVID test. There's like a walk-up window or something. I have to have a negative COVID test 3 days before surgery. Today is Saturday. My surgery is scheduled for Tuesday. Well, that was quick. It took like 1 minute. Walked up to the window. They let me self-swab. And now I'm on my merry way to enjoy my Saturday off. All right, y'all, I'm back in the house after running around all day. I have a party to go to tonight. I don't know if I should be calling it a party. It's, I don't know. I might have to ask what they refer to it as. I don't want to say it's a life celebration, or a celebration of life, but it's when someone passes and then the family does a celebration a year later, like on the anniversary of the person passing. So is that a party? Like, I don't know what to call it, but let me show you guys my outfit. I had to get it made. I just went and picked it up from the tailor and I tried it on. It fit really well. Let me show you guys. I know that was quick. I'm ready. Back home from the party. It is, I think, 3 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't get to give you guys a good glimpse of the outfit. This is what it looked like. Oh yeah, and by the way, my COVID test came back negative.